We know these players love this stage.
Yep.
Very measured start.
Yep, both players starting out with their projectiles immediately. So whiffing that down tilt, kind of uncharacteristic, but it is the start of the set. Those clubs are going to come out. But as you said, both players looking for a nice little careful start to the game. Zone not going to hold onto the ledge as hard as he's known to just now, but definitely downloading those habits for later.
Definitely wants to play it safe here. Knows if he maintains the stage control at the very least, tries to make Azalea's life a bit more difficult. Trying this initiations, but right here we see it happen. There's the big opening, but 40%.
Not
only middling for a Falco combo.
Yeah, not too big of a conversion, but Azalea did need something, and 0 to 40 is nothing to sneeze at. But Zone, the war of attrition is definitely working in his favor. These hits here and there has already bought him 100%, and climbing up to the top of the blast with that explosive flame. Back in the Ultra Zone, how do we get out of it?
He's just standing there, menacingly. How can he get around it? But Azalea managed to get around, but still has to fight their way down from center stage. It's impossible, and there it is.
I think there is that matchup experience we highlighted, Orange. That down tilt to cover that side B. Zone was ready for that like it was just any other Monday.
That's the importance of stage control. Zone just wasn't at risk of getting hit, just maintained the advantage the whole time. And we know Palu loves to get these edge guards or just corner kills. That Zone had Azalea right where he wanted. Azalea trying to make waves on this stock here, but is unable to find the back air.
Azalea looking for their setups, and has managed to find a few hits here and there, but nothing so substantial to take the stock just yet. Now it's Zone in the corner, a little bit of a reversal of the tides, but he works his way out of it, courtesy of that double jump there, gets caught out by the fair, and just opts to teleport just past the ledge trap this time around. Yeah,
they kind of, both these characters kind of like to do that, just sometimes bypass neutral with the teleport and the illusion, but the back air there, going to clean out Zone second stock, only 24%, so basically an even game here.
Yeah, not able to bypass the ledge trap with the roll that time around. Azalea was ready for it, and now they're climbing with the advantage state of their own. Uses the shine to extend the combo there, but Zone knows to avoid the extension.
Yeah, the air-to-air Azalea keeps winning these out. Is building a small lead for himself here.
Yep, Zone dragged down into nothing, not anything he could have gotten off of that, of course. And now it's Azalea with the lead, and they're very content to just use these lasers to strangle out this game here.
Yeah, it just forces your opponent into either shield or jump, which the more options you can restrict from your opponent, the better, especially with characters with such good combo potential off an opening. And there, the back air sneaks his way through Zone. Not the best jump there.
Yeah, a little bit too eager to get back on stage there. Azalea was ready for the punish. Lovely pivot grab once again, but Zone is much further behind this time. Down tilt once again. Had the read, but not the timing on that down smash. Had he charged it up, that could have been a very big swing back in his favor. As it is, the up tilt allegation seems to be winning.
Yeah, it's impossible to beat these up tilts, especially for Palu. It's not the easiest to get around. No good out of shield other than that nair, but it's going to get caught up by an up tilt anyways.
Yep, that back air is going to work out.
Zone has his work cut out for him. Puts his alien in the corner once again, but again, the illusion is so good at just escaping the pressure as long as you force your opponent to jump. Your free passage almost gets the nice conversion down there. Back air would have been really clean.
Yeah, but still has to be said. Azalea's sort of taken the Ultra Zone back into their own power. Their ledge trapping has been immaculate this game. Both stocks taken off of ledge trapping and a lot of percent taken from it as well. Zone's going to need to take this stock sooner rather than later if he wants to retain a chance of making back this game one.
No jump here, but Azalea managed to get the ledge. What's the ledge option going to be? Falco's jump is really good. Going to help Azalea get past the threat at the back air from Zone.
Yeah, beautiful patience there from Azalea as well, has to be said. This time Zone was ready for the last hit, but very well spaced from Azalea means it's not going to be punished. Yeah. How does Zone get out of the corner this time? That was not the right answer, and you're going to have to try once again. These gets the ledge jump into up air, actually. Okay, I like the coverage there. Of course, when you have this much of a lead, just the safe hits to extend the lead are always going to be welcome, and Azalea does catch the roll in once again.
What a good bait. Azalea just with the small dash up, dash back, try and force an option, bait an option out from Zone, drop the shield, and gets that back air in. And Azalea going to strike first in this best of 5. Going to run it right back to Pokemon Stadium 2. Let's see what Zone can figure out. It was very tight, very close, but the moment Azalea had the lead, start to run away with it.
Yeah, it was close until it wasn't. It has to be said. Azalea seems to figure something out after that first stock. Zone's going to have to respond in kind if he wants to stay in this set.
And it's all about just trying to find the stock, honestly. Just if you can see out the stocks earlier as Zone, you're in a much better position because the longer you let Falco live, the more potential there is for these devastating combos. Oh, but that's a big...
in the corner, you're going to get punished.
Yeah, there it is.
Simple up air fair this time. Looks for the Trying extension actually, but doesn't find it. How does Zone work the way off the ledge this time? Gets to there, can't quite find the grab off of it, and that's just a solid lead to Azalea. But Zone looking to apply his own brand of corner pressure. High side B this time, gets caught by the dash instead of the down tilt.
Well, that's a really good up air as well, but Azalea fights their way down. So the first real use of that up air, Palu's massive up air, just shows how much Azalea has been in control of kind of the stage. And the up smash comes through, Zone a bit overzealous, so tried to sneak a dash attack in there as he had. It's been working so far, but when your opponent's already on the ground, not as effective.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that dash attack crossed up and Azalea was aware of it, or if it just hit both sides. Either way, great presence of mind from Azalea to just punish that as hard as they could and take the stock off of it. It's lead to Azalea and Zone. Not the biggest deficit in the world, but those grabs in the wrong direction are not how you get back into the game.
Oh, big weird trade of multi-hits there, but still, any trade for Azalea is going to benefit them. The Zone behind, the back throw still not going to do it, and it gives Azalea more chances to get back to center stage here, and it's a big commitment from Zone. So now Azalea has all the pressure.
Yeah, Azalea was just so aware of the offstage options. To go around the explosive flame, not quite aware of it that time. I cast the curse it. They had the perfect timing of it previously to just wait for it to end and then side beam. But this time, Zone had them on the way down, and now this is where Zone can start to make it back. F throw instead of down for there, opts for the stage advantage rather than
like a
the combo.
Option, maybe.
Yeah, certainly. I feel like the down throw was just the better option there. But either way, Zone, no time to curse it, or you're gonna find yourself back air into your first stock, or last stock, I should say. Excuse me.
Yeah, Zone already in a dire spot here. Thought they kind of cleaned it up there by taking that first stock from Azalea in quick fashion, but Azalea has all stage control.
They're sharpening up their strings, they're sharpening up their ledge trapping, they're sharpening up in general, and Zone hasn't really been able to give a convincing response just yet.
Gonna
back throw.
Refresh the situation here at the ledge. Gonna try and time the up smash, but Azalea rides the wall to make the timing not work out for Zone. And again, letting Falco live, letting Falco back on stage is going to result in so much more percent. 52 here.
Yep, of course, Falco needs the 1 or 2 interactions to already clock on more than enough extra credit to make that stock worthwhile. And these aerial trades consistently going in favor of Azalea. Also, reticle whiff is going to result in an SD from Zone. Not what you want to see if you're a Zone fan.
Yeah, Zone just not playing the best he can, I feel. Again, that kind of misinput's kind of solidifying, that kind of highlighting the fact that he might not be in top of his game, but if there's any player who's going to turn things around during a set, Zone's been in this situation so many times. Of course,
Zone is very much a player about those adaptations. Once he realizes what he's doing wrong and figures it out, he can definitely tap back into a game. But I must say, this is eerily similar to the first set we were watching, where it looked like Astro was sort of figuring some things out, but Nemi just closed it out, and Azalea not really one to let these leads escape them. Let's see if Zone is able to fight his way back into the set. I wouldn't put it beyond him, but right now, it's definitely hard to see this as anything but a 3-0 for Azalea, the way things are going.
Yeah, I mean, Zone's just going to have to find a way to punish better than Azalea, because Azalea is just taking every opportunity, and they've just been converting so much better.
Absolutely.
Right? Every time. Stage control, a single hit. It's such a meaningful conversion.
Yeah, Zone opts to start with a teleport cancel, but Azalea just a nice calm start with the coverage, and this time Zone is going to start out with their own little Palu string. They can't find much more of it.
The jump is gone as well.
Flame. Now wait a minute, Zone kind of tapped into this offstage pressure. Not quite tapped into the ledge trap just yet though. Azalea able to squirm out of that relatively scot-free.
Okay, Zone gets the nair there to send on stage, but Azalea immediately strikes back, and the combos are going to try and come out. All the pressure from the up tilts, even though they're not hitting. It's so scary to play around it. The platform also maybe messing up the TI.
Yeah, it looks like Azalea may be considered for Luminosity Gaming, the way that platform was helping them out. Because they get a little bit of a breath of life from there, but Zone still with control of this game, although he is in the corner, is able to roll his way out of it this time with that nair. He's been using that roll a lot though, and it has gotten him punished before. I wonder how long he's going to stick to it.
Azalea has to fight their way out of the corner here, but the platform is going to give them a brief respite, but still you cannot escape the back throw on town. That's going to do it, and looking much more solid for Zone, but still cannot relent because Azalea is going to be coming after him, but Zone knows this. He's
taking a page out of Flow's book with the down air spot dodge read, gets him a nice little conversion, and now Zone, all of a sudden, like we said, those adaptations are coming into play. The offstage play is looking much cleaner. The stage control, again, uses the back air much more effectively. And just in general, this game, its back air has been way more effective.
Exactly. And Azalea,
There it is again.
Azalea might need to have some sort of urgency here, because if you start to let Zone back into this set, as it looks like it's happening, that could be very dangerous for the future games. But I think so you got to seal it out as Zone, get yourself on the board.
Yeah, absolutely. And Aselia just sort of keep it slowing down the pace of the game, realizing that they were getting lost in the sauce a little bit, so they're just gonna turn the heat down, just try and figure out what's going on in this set. Where are those holes that I can exploit? They'll find one there, but Zone aggressively fights his way back down to stage. And Zone, of course, he doesn't need to approach either. He's the one in the lead here. It's on Azalea to make something happen, but Zone looks like he wants to close out this set and take a commanding control of this game.
Oh,
and that back air once again. Zone's back air usage.
The jump is gone as well. Is that going to be the counter? Yes, it is. You don't often see Palutena's counter, but in a situation like that, it is checkmate. And now 3-1 stocks. Looking very good for Zone. Wants to push this 2-way game 4.
Has the spot dodge on Rock again. The reason this time was with the neutral air instead, these extensions from Zone looking much, much cleaner, 45% just off of that late nair.
With the lack of platforms as well, it's just so difficult to get around here.
Yeah, Zone is just not allowing Aselia to edgeguard him. Zone is just using the explosive flame really, really well to cover off that opportunity, and when he's not, he manages to get back to stage pretty well. Looks like Aselia may have to go back to what was working with the ledge traps there, but he needs to find a way to take this stock first. And versus that big, scary, invincible Palutena back air, once again working out for Zone. It's not an easy task.
Oh,
death,
what good pivot grab!
Quite.
Yeah,
with the rage.
Still okay. That illusion doesn't get the combo, but the frame trap still not going to do it. Town's high ceiling going to stop the upper from taking the stock here. Might have been part of the reason Zone picked it. It's still as Azalea. Oh my goodness, the tech!
Lovely tech there from Zone.
That was crazy. I didn't even know it was potential for a tech there, but DIing in as well to the stage. This is going to be a 3-stock. Azalea just waiting as long as possible.
Yep. Zone's just saying, I can wait here all day. You can hang on ledge for as long as you want. I will just react to your option, and I still have a lead.
Still living!
He won't die!
Oh my goodness, that is a 3-stock. Almost 200%. Azalea unable to find the stock. You have to hope that they've used that time, slowed it down just to try and gather data, even if the deficit was that big. But now it looks like Zone seems to be finding his way through, finding his momentum.
We said Zone needed a response, and what a way to respond with a 3-stock in kind. And thank God we finally have a set on our hands.
Yeah,
it has to be said. I love using that phrase. Get to use it this time in the crowd. Coming alive a little bit. They smell it too in the air. Zone has locked onto something, but that window of opportunity may have been opened, and Zone is pretty good at taking them, but Aselia definitely not beyond them to just slam the door in his face.
Yeah, as long as Azalea just has the mental reset here. Forget about that game. Don't forget about the adaptation Zone has made, though. Zone much better playing around the corner, avoiding the scramble situations that Falco is so good at, because that up tilt is so good in those situations.
And I think the main dynamic for the rest of the set will be that back air, because just the main thing in neutral, and especially when Zone had center stage or just a little bit off to the center where Aselia was looking to challenge, that back air was putting in a lot of work. And Azalea's answer, part 1 of the answer, looks to be Hollow Bastion. And I kind of understand it. You want to use that platform to give you a little bit of a mix-up on that approach option when that back air is just doing a bit too much work to flat stage, maybe. And let's see if it works out for them.
Yeah, we've broken the Pokemon Stadium 2 deadlock in this.
Well, we went down last game, but
yeah, but now it's not like we went back immediately.
Yeah,
you know?
True.
We're actually getting more stages here. That big center platform is going to make stage control incredibly important. And that platform as well going to give combo extensions that we're seeing here. Yeah,
Aselia needs no job. They have an up tilt, and it's going to land them a nice 70% to start the game with.
Oh, just barely whiffing on their big combo starters, but still, Azalea untouched until that F tilt.
Yeah, no. This is the crazy thing about Falco. 30 seconds into the game, and Azalea was able to get such a big lead off of just one conversion. But back in the Ultra Zone, and I have to say, the Ultra Zone not really living up to his name so far. Looking like the average zone as it is so far. Honestly, the ledge trap's not really up to the usual Zone standards.
Okay, down air. Oh, it doesn't get the right timing. It's a bit early on the trigger there. But still, despite the Ultra Zone not being what it is usually, has a % lead now, and then up smash gonna tap the shield, gonna stop Aselia from being able to punish it.
Yep, safely up smashes there from Zone, and this game brought right back to even just off of Zone's war of attrition. Just again, clean, disciplined gameplay here. Looks like a shield grab, but Aselia actually crossed up.
How?
Really good stuff there from both players. I'm not
that
sure.
was really
they just dashed it a little bit more.
But yeah. Let's see what the last trap is going to be. Again, hasn't been so successful. Aselia fights their way out of the corner with the illusion. Or Phantasm, actually. I've just remembered it slightly different.
Yeah.
But still, something that never changes is the skate control. Who has it is going to be in the advantage here.
Ooh, I love the awareness there from Zone, knowing that challenging the fair after shield just hasn't really been working out for him, so opts to roll through and then punish the long end leg of that move, just straight up with a backhand, just take the stock and fire him ahead in game 4 here.
Yeah, it's so smart, and unfortunately for Aselia, the down it just only sour spots, no conversion there. The up tilt as well, the percent's too high.
Gets the frame trap.
But not too high enough for that upper to kill. Zone makes it back to
lovely
ledge.
drift out there from Zone. Otherwise, that down there definitely could have caught him. It's going to allow him to tackle on a little bit more extra credits. Climbing up to 69, looks for an up.
Oh, the down air comes through.
Down air he was searching for.
Finally lands it, and look at the snowball. Another 3-1 stop lead for Zone. He has come back with a vengeance after the first 2 games.
Yeah, absolutely. The crowd can tell too. Coming alive for Zone here, but the stock is going to get taken out by that back air. But still, a whole stock and 14, should I say, % to his name. Zone is in a very good position in game 4 here. But Aselia looking to even it up again with the strings they are so well known for. Taking 53% in an instant.
Yeah, the chase as well on this Nair. Azalea's trying to look for any opening possible. Tries to get the down air, respond with a spike of their own, but does not quite connect.
Ooh, teleport cancel fair. Azalea was ready for the fair, but doesn't really know what to do after it, and that's going to allow Zone to, another chance to set up his ledge trapping here. Let's see
you can see him inching towards that spot.
Usually is, yeah. Didn't quite have the jump on lock there. These jumps on ledge has been kind of the get out of jail free card for Azalea here. Let's see if Zone can cut off that option. But either way, he's not going to. It doesn't look to need it so far in this set. The down set on the side B doesn't find the edge guard off of it. Once again, Azalea just jumping over that situation, but Zone still with a firm lead. Azalea is going to need a lot more than damage mitigation to work their way back into this game.
The jump is
and
gone.
if this continues back into the set.
Holds off on the down air. Knows he wasn't in the right position, but he's in the right position for that back air. Azalea pull themselves in the corner too much. You're going to be in the ultra zone. Eventually, it's going to pay off.
Yeah,
it hadn't been working for a while, but you give Zone the opportunity, and he will eventually take it.
Yep, came in clutch for him when he needed it most with that back air just to catch Azalea drifting back to ledge. Now, Azalea has a little bit of a dilemma because if this Hollow Bastion was a counter pick to the Zone neutral, then it hasn't really worked out too well. Zone was, if anything, able to use that platform pressure more so than Azalea was, and though the platform extensions were nice, it really wasn't anywhere close to enough to fire them back into the set. But let's see if that, it doesn't look like that's the last surprise that Azalea's got for us, going straight to SBF.
Game 5 here. Load up the silver scrapes. Here we go. Let's see. Zone has been on a tear after figuring something out after game 2. But Azalea, there's a reason why they've taken 2 games.
Absolutely. Game 5, 2-2 to both players here, but it's definitely Zone with the momentum. Let's see if Azalea can ice that out, or if Zone is going to ride that train all the way through to winners round 2 with top 32 here.
Okay, and the first big opening here. The double dash attack is so good, especially without the platforms to directly land onto for Azalea. Zone taking full advantage of the positioning.
And the back air pressure once again. Azalea still not finding an answer to this Palutena back air, and Zone is asking the question again and again and again.
You know Zone is feeling confident now. He's going for the up smash on the ledge trap. And the thing is, with the platform positioning, it's a bit difficult to get, more difficult to get around these ledge traps because you're kind of forced to land on the platform after you jump.
It's true, and I wonder if SBF, if that was kind of the plan, if that was kind of the plan that Azalea had to have. So my words of how hyped this set is. Zone, and the ledge again.
Azalea definitely trusting their corner pressure ability. The big SD!
The SD!
Tried to forward it in the corner, but just didn't land on the edge, and still that's a big drop because for Azalea,
down smash as well. This is kind of disastrous for Zone here. He's taking a lot of his credits back, but I should remind you, those last 2 games that Zone were able to take, they had some stock leads in those, so Zone could definitely bring this back, and does with that back air.
Yeah, but the big problem is that he's kind of given, feeling confident with these, so hasn't lost any of that confidence, but still, he's played so well with the lead in the past 2 games that now that Azalea is on fighting terms, that this might be their opportunity, and it looks like they're trying to take it here.
The dynamic of the momentum of the game has definitely shifted here. Zone definitely not as behind as he was in the first 2 games, but Azalea is making their way back into the set.
Here we go.
And we're just going to slow down the tempo once again. Azalea recognizing that they have the lead, but Zone looking to break that space that was able to keep him out of those first 2 games.
Yeah, Azalea just pressuring, posturing forwards, just trying to pressure Zone so that he can't even jump and get the back air on time.
Yep.
Because as Palutena, you want to be doing it landing as opposed to rising, whereas Falco just can do rising forward air and land with it at the same time.
Yep, Phantasm back to center stage, and Zone looks to explosive flames, but Azalea, as usual, is very aware, looks for the down air on the roll, but doesn't find it, and is able to use that back air to reclaim center stage once again. Now back in the Ultra Zone. This Ultra Zone needs to come into play right now. It hasn't been so effective for him so far, but Azalea is wriggling around it again and bringing up that back air in kind.
Oh, but the Timothy smash, but there's a sour spot all the way at the top, so not quite going to do it.
Oh,
Bates
there
out
it
the
is.
roll.
The Zone Classic.
Yeah, but he needs to see out the stock still. Gets around the down tilt. Azalea is stuck on the ledge, but taking the time, rolls into
Once
it again.
The Zone Classic. Azalea now starting to feel the pressure of Zone's ledge trapping here. Back air maybe wanted the down air instead, but that fair. Going to find their way back to stage. Back air once again. Oh, doesn't quite find it.
These whiffs are so punishing for Zone, because Azalea can get one hit, get back on the stage as they have.
Yeah,
okay.
Zone needs to stalk in these next interactions,
now,
and he does find it! Azalea never saw that one coming. It was the explosive flame off stage once again to fire Zone back into an even last stock.
The crowd is going wild here. They're all cheering on, most of them from London cheering on Zone, but Azalea,
of course, the hometown hero versus the EOE invader, and looks like Zone is looking to take one over our EOE compatriots.
Yeah, they both know the first engage is so important. Azalea finds 2 up airs, but that's nothing else to speak of.
Yep.
Oh, but there's the up tilt that's
coming in. Back air conversion. Does the edge guard come in? Azalea can't find it. Lovely teleport to ledge there from Zone.
Zone is now facing with a ledge trap of his own, but Sims past it with the teleport and baits out the forward air, gets the back air in.
Dash attack as well to respond. Can't find the up air, but does find the down air.
This is so tense. We're reaching the final stage of this set. Game 5, reaching last hit. What's the play on the ledge here? The forward, they're going to snipe at the jump.
Very tense situation.
How can Zone get past?
Oh, he's got to be careful of those. That's going to be a back throw into a ledge trap now. This is where Zone has got entire sets. Finds it down there. Can he find it? Explosive flame. He's going to take it.
Zone 5.
With the reverse
hit.
3-0.
He takes it. That's what a finish.
Azalea looked for that Phantasm back to center stage, but Zone had one last surprise once again with the down air to cover it off. Amazing, amazing adaptation from Zone. And for Azalea, a little bit of heartbreak. They definitely had the read on that Game 5 to bring it back in their favor, but Zone one step ahead, it seemed.
Yeah, it was just... It came down to they wanted to avoid the potential of the ledge trap so much that they both tried to bypass it.
Absolutely.
We saw Zone just before that teleporting onto stage, and Azalea just barely missed a back air. And that could have been it if Azalea hit that and took the stage control. But instead, Zone also scouts out the Phantasm, as you mentioned, to center stage. And it was down there instead of back air.